Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks in their house, Phillips Arena. Checking out Atlanta, they lost Game 2 in a close one. Sometimes a random bounce can make the difference, but they're looking to take matters into their own hands tonight. Well, after losing the first 2 games on the road, the alarm bells starting to sound. Would you agree, Kenny, that this is a crucial game for them if they're going to battle back in the series?
Yeah, some guys play much better at home than they do on the road. So they need some home cooking tonight, and this crowd has got to give them a big burst of adrenaline.
You know, if you listen to everybody else, especially the so-called experts, they think it's over. But they're not out of it yet, Ernie. Yes, they're up against the ropes, but it's only one thing to do, Kenny. Come out swinging, knockout blow. Tonight is a game they got to win at all costs.
Very, I would say that sounds like you guys have been there and done that when you discuss being in this situation in a series.
You know what? I just used to hate some of my teammates that only play well at home. You know, some of them need to wear their practice home jersey under their away jersey so we can get some wins on the road.
Well, I'm actually 1-5 with being down 0-2. I've been swept 6 times in my career.
Congratulations to you.
The last time in Dallas in the finals, we were down 0-2 and we
Houston
came back to win the finals. So
Houston did it in the finals. Oh, that was us.
Well, so what are you saying? You just give up when you're down 0-2?
No, I didn't give up.
Okay, good. Whatever.
In the words of jocks across America, I got mine.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
I heard you talking about the finals, Kenny.
Beautiful and vibrant Atlanta, Georgia, the capital of Georgia, and our location tonight. Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-0 right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Taking a look at Atlanta, they need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first 2 on the road, but now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Simply do or die time. I mean, they can't be discouraged by the 2 losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The most important game is the current game. The crowd isn't discouraged, and we can feel that. Just listen to them. They're going at it in here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the point guard. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control he's sent to in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Teague. To the paint, it's deflected and stolen by Love. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
About 1.5 minutes through the first quarter. Teague against Irving. Millsap a screen. Korver attacking. Millsap misses. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. They get it back. James outside. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Back to Mozgov. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Teague. Millsap passes to Teague. Outside Korver. The dish to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 6. Teague up top. He's covered by Irving. Cleveland leading by 8. And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
He had the demeanor you might expect from a coach in his situation. After dropping the first 2 in hostile territory, he recognizes the task they have in front of them. He said, we didn't get it done on the road, and now we have to take care of business at home. Simple as that. Let's see how it plays, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Horford, following the basket by LeBron James. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And here's Korver from the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's LeBron. Feeds to Mozgov. Millsap grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 7. Teague drives in. Horford. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Horford's got his first 2 points.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Irving from long range. And that one's good.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
They set the screen. Picked by Horford. T kicks to Horford. Beyond the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitters checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. Cleveland leading by 5. Outside Williams. Out to Smith. Shoots. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Schroeder passes to Teague. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range.
Okay,
always
gentlemen,
nice
2 shots.
to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And the first one goes. Tim Hardaway Jr. checked in for Teague. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Williams. Down low. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Schroeder, 3-pointer. Scott, good. Scott's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here.
And he gets the bucket.
And how about that? Responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And here is Scott after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Williams. Schroeder up top. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep, Williams. Great D that time from Hardaway. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Finished off the break.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Outside Williams. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, up by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, our attitude approaching the game has been, you know, we can beat any team in this league. You know, if we work together and, you know, put everything into play, you know, we'll be all right. And that's the kind of attitude we've been having. You know, that's the attitude we have to keep.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Home in the paint. The Hawks trail by 3. Splitter sets a screen. Down low. Banked in off the glass. Millsap's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Atlanta. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Irving drives in. Good! Irving's got 11 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Splitter. Cephalosha comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert has come in for Smith. The Hawks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Irving against Teague. Millsap a screen. Korver dishes to Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
James with it, picked up by Teague, and he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's the screen. Horford sets a screen for Teague. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The Hawks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Free throw good, Teague. Here's Irving, 11 points in the game. to the middle. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got his first basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Teague, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's James. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Teague kicks to Millsap. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Passes it to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. The feed to Korver. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. Shumpert with some nice D. Cavaliers leading on the wing. Shumpert launches it. The putback. Can't get the putback. The Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Korver kicks to Teague. From 13. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. T kicks to Horford. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
James, the pass to Love. Back to LeBron. The 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Cephalosha with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Irving against Teague. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. LeBron head. Oh!
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Hawks making a change here. Scott's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Matthew Dellavedova comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Irving. On the wing, Shumpert. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova dishes to Shumpert. Pass to Love, and stolen by Horford. Fast break, the Hawks. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 5 on the basket from Teague.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Williams kicks to Love. Can't throw it down with one hand. The Hawks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Korver passes to Cephalosha. Teague. Shumpert with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with LeBron James. LeBron, how were you guys able to make that first half look so easy?
It's not easy at all. We're just flying around helping each other defensively, and we're able to get stops and we're able to execute offensively.
A disruptive defense, always dangerous. LeBron, thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building obvious. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out Cleveland. They have taken care of business in the first 2 games, but they got a fight on their hands tonight. They're not going to be able to just cruise to a 3-0 lead in this series. It's going to take some effort in the second half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions, your family, your friends, your fans, you can concentrate better. Okay, wait, did I just say my family, friends, and fans are distractions? Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 11 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And here is Teague following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Millsap kicks to Cephalosha. Korver gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Cephalosha with the steal. The feed to Teague. The shot is off. Good D by Irving.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Korver. LeBron with some nice D. Love outside. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Jacks up a 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Now here's Irving. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. Irving with it. Now defended by Korver. From deep. And it's Irving missing.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Korver dishes to Teague. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And it's James missing. The Hawks trail by 5. Korver attacking. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Millsap. The baseline jumper goes down. Millsap's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Prince comes in for Cephalosha. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. And Smith's subbed in for Shumpert. Irving, good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here is Hardaway. Millsap a screen. Elbow shot is on the way. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hardaway.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Irving with it. 17 points in the game. Jefferson setting the pick for Irving. It's Jefferson, top of the key. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Jefferson's shot is off. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Verija. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. The 4th spot held by J.R. Smith.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Atlanta calls timeout. Mike Scott's checked in for Atlanta. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Cans the shot from the wing. Scott's got 5 now.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Now here is Smith. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Hardaway is screen on Smith. The drive by Scott. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Irving passes.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Up the floor, here's Irving, finished off the break. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Jefferson. And it's Williams in for Irving. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Splitter kicks it over to Schroeder. Will it go? And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And so it's Cleveland with it.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Yeah, and that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Prince kicks to Scott. Back to Prince. And here's Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Schroeder.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills, and we're seeing it right now.
Williams for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland ahead, leading by 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference SemiFinals. The Hawks trail by 10 on the court for Cleveland. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Williams. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
The drive by LeBron. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Oh, he got the D that time. Nice up and under.
Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Shumpert in there for Matthew Dellavedova. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. T kicks to Horford. Little turnaround. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds in this game. No one near James as he lets it go. Triple from the wing. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
The pass to Love. The 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Surprisingly, he hasn't really been a big part of their offense. I don't think he ever got into a rhythm.
To the middle, here's Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And James throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Now, here is Irving, following the miss by Al Horford. Irving with it, picked up by Teague. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Love against Horford, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up, and let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
To the inside, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
That is good. The Cavaliers really cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Korver. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. James, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Horford.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 17 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And he makes the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks trail by 11. Teague, the pass to Millsap, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and It's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Irving drives in. Count that one. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
There's a screen. Here's Horford. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And here's James outside. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
This is to Korver. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. LeBron drives in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. LeBron's got 23.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Outside Teague. Millsap a screen. Teague kicks to Korver. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 14 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Free throw drops for James.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Outside Korver. Millsap a screen. Osgood with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And on the way from Irving for three. Rebound Atlanta. Now Teague. Pass to Millsap. The 10-footer. That one wide left. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Irving from long range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. For Atlanta, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Looking at the game Horford's been having, he's got 8 points and 1 steal as well.
He misses the free throw.
Al Horford. 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Cleveland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Cavaliers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but they had weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And the technical free throw is good.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Schroeder. Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. Got a piece of it. Just 3 to shoot. Irving drives in. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Schroeder kicks to Splitter. No good from 11 feet. Great D that time from Irving. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, you have plenty of postseason experience, and tonight you looked very calm and collected. Describe the sort of intensity and or pressure you felt internally coming into tonight's game.
It's playoffs. I mean, if you don't feel some type of pressure or you don't feel anxiety or feel excitement about the postseason, then something is wrong inside you. So, as a leader of this team, I just try to make plays to help our team win, and we're happy we're able to get it.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
His highlight reel is something to watch, guys. I mean, he just simply attacked the rim. He played aggressively, did not back down from anyone. He kept the momentum moving in their favor.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason coverage of Round 2 for tonight. More Round 2 action yet to come. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, everybody.